Hello Year 2! For this week's art activity, I've linked it to Bird Week because it's the Great Garden Birdwatch weekend from Friday to Sunday. So we are going to make our very own owls. To make your owls, you will need a toilet roll, or you could use a kitchen roll and cut it down, the empty kitchen roll. You'll need some kitchen tissue, just a couple of sheets is fine, and a piece of card. Now I've just used the back of some old cat packaging from my kitchen, so just a small piece of card. You'll need some scissors. Make sure you've got an adult to supervise you if you're using adult scissors. And some glue. Now I'm using Prick Stick. You could use PVA or you could even use sellotape if you don't have any glue. A black marker pen and a coloured felt tip. I'm using orange. You could use black, yellow, brown, and that's all you really need. If you want to, you could also use some paint and paint your toilet roll before you use it, which I've done with this red one here, or you could use felt tips to do that. Here's how to make one. First, get your toilet roll, and you're going to make the ears first. So you're going to bend the card over so it's got that curve there, and you're going to do the same on the other side. So you can see I've just bent it over and then bent this side over like that, and that gives you that nice ear shape. Okay, so we've got our basic shape of our owl now. Then you're going to take your card and you're going to draw the eyes. So I'm going to draw two eyes, one and two, and I'm also going to draw the wings. Now to get the wing shape, you want to have a nice curve there going straight down, and then you've got a sort of angled curve going down to the bottom tip of the wing. So I'm going to try doing that now. So it goes over, down and up, and I want to do another one of those, but I want to do it the opposite way round. So I'm going to do a reflection of this wing here. So I'm curving at the top, I'm going down this side, and then I'm curving that one down to there. So I've got my two wings, and I'm going to very quickly cut those out. There we go, that's one wing. Now, if you're using adult scissors, make sure you're supervised doing this. There we go, two wings, and then I'm also going to cut out my eyes. Now, I can see one of my eyes is slightly bigger than the other, but that doesn't really matter because it'll give my owl a little bit of character. Oops, I'll just cut that out as well. There we go. And you can always touch up if it doesn't look quite right. You can always get your felt tip and touch them up once you've cut the main bit out. There we go. So with my owl eyes, I'm just going to touch that bit up there. I'm going to give them little pupils in the middle, so they look a bit like that, a little bit like minion eyes. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue those on straight away to my owl. So I'll put one there and one there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is the beak. So for the beak, I need another little bit of card. I'm just going to snip a piece off here to show you. Now with the card, you just need a small piece and you need to fold it in half. Okay, so it's like that, folded in half, and you're going to cut a triangle shape. And you're going to have one short edge, and that's the edge where the fold is, and then two longer edges to make the beak shape. So I'm going to cut across there and cut across there. That's a little bit big for my, I'll make it a little bit smaller. There we go. So you can see where the fold is, that's the short edge of the triangle. And then I've got the two long sides, and that makes the beak shape. Now you can colour that in with a felt tip, an orange felt tip, or a black or yellow or brown felt tip if you've got one. I'll just do this very quickly to show you. And then you can glue that on. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue just on one edge, like so. And that glues on just below the eyes there, like that. You can press down by putting your finger into the toilet roll. Now, to give him a bit more character, I'm going to curve his beak to give him a little crooked beak. It gives him a bit more character. There's his beak. There we go. And then we're going to do, before we put the wings on, we're going to do the chest area. Now, that's using the kitchen roll, and they're just little feathers that are glued on. You start from the bottom and you layer them up. So I'll show you how to do that. You just need one piece of kitchen roll, fold it in half, and then you're going to concertina it, a bit like a fan. So you're going to fold one way and then the other, one way and then the other, one way and then the other. Just keep going till you get to the end. Now this will make lots of feathers. You'll be able to cover the wings with these as well if you wanted to. Now, for our shape, we want to get a sort of nail shape. So just to show you for now, I'm going to draw around my finger so you can see the shape that I'm aiming to cut out. But you don't need it to do that. You can just do it by hand. But I'm getting that sort of shape for the feather. So I'm going to cut around the edge of the tissue, and you can do lots of these you can carry on doing them all the way up here, but this is plenty for just the chest. So you should end up with lots and lots of little feathers that you can glue on. So to glue them on, as I say, start at the bottom. Ooh, they're sticking together, it's hard to get them apart. There we go. So just a little bit of glue. That's it. And then take your tissue. I've got two there. And you just glue it on. 1, 2. And you can layer them slightly as well. I think I've not cut that edge properly. There we go. 3. 4, a few more. I won't do as many as I would normally do, just to give you the idea. So every time I'm going slightly higher and layering over the top of the previous line, okay? Slightly higher, over the top. One more. There we go. Okay, so I haven't done as many as I would do on this one, but you can see how to get that layered effect. Then you're going to add your wings. Now you can add the tissues to the wings as well. I've done that with this one here. In fact, I've covered the whole toilet roll with the tissue on this one. And so you can add the feathers to that as well. And you just add a little bit of glue to the back. Just going to glue this edge on here. So a curved part goes to the front and you just glue it on like so. Same with the other side, curved part goes at the front, bend it slightly, and glue just goes on the top and goes on the front like so. Now, if you've got some paint at home, you could paint your rolls before you make your owls, like this one here. So I painted this one before I actually made the owl. Or as I said before, if you want to, you can just cover the whole owl, make him very fluffy, like a white snowy owl, with kitchen roll as well. It might take you a little bit longer, but there you go. There's a selection of owls. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your versions too.